Hello everybody and welcome back into E.D. Lumley Arena from Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. It's the Cornwall Colts and the Brantford Bulldogs. Correction on that earlier, not the Kitchener Rangers. The Bulldogs will make a stop here in Cornwall before the Colts make their first stop on the road. And that will be down in Flint against the Firebirds as we are underway here tonight. Here's Bindelis taken down by the Bulldogs, but Joel shoots it right on. A big save early by Shabbat, and the Colts ice the puck. Early here, icing call. So here's the face-off, one back by Hamara. Playing that to Sobolev. Rebello shot blocked. Sobolev doesn't get through, and now Shabbat does find a way to scramble that in front for a face-off. Face-off will come to the left side of the Colts net here. First time they go in the white home uniforms this year. The first half of the season they go in white at home. The second half blue goes for all teams. It's dark on the road the first half and white at home for the first half. As here is Bindelis. He'll play it along to Fernand Olivier Perron ahead for Joe Vida. In come the Colts. Vida shooting. He stopped it loose. It bounced just wide. Fernand Olivier Perron set that to the point. Nobody there. Shabbat out of his net to play it. Up for Marnell. He has Lazon. Off to Fernand Olivier Perron. Back to Lazon. He has Vida with him. Centers, and he just missed. Vida, great start to his career as a Colt. He shoots, and that one just went high. Maybe got the blocker on it, though. Now Vida taken down again. Fernand Olivier Perron trying to get it back, and now Sobolev will carry it out of his own. Almost halfway through period one, no score. Here's a giveaway. Lavoie's in alone. He's stopped by Shabbat. Huge save by Caleb Shabbat. Here's Robitaille. He'll send it in on his backhand, chased around by the Colts here in the right corner. Bradley Frazier. He'll kick it to the point for Caden Pike. Pike moves to the middle, winds for a shot that's blocked. It goes into the left side. Back to the point for Logan. Has a lane. He'll fire. It's loose. And it's off the side of the net. Hamara has it now. Penalty coming. It's going to Cornwall. Tripping will be the call. Into the box goes Bradley Frazier. Brantford to the first power play of the night. Here's the draw right side. One back to Moore. Wide shoot right on. Stopped by Shabbat. And here is Pearson now. He'll send it in on this penalty kill. The Colts chase it around. Here's Protz. He'll center it off to Lavoie. Colts were best in special teams last year. They did not do well in the first game of the season on special teams. Here's LeBomb. He'll send it in. Chased around by Walker, and he'll knock his way around to get to the puck. Back to LeBomb. His shot deflects, but drove back an easy save. Here's a turnover. LeBomb, short-handed. He's stopped by Drobach. Back to the point. It's kept in by Ersoni. He'll kick it to Walker. Walker, another shot. That's blocked. And Protz and the Bulldogs get it out to center. Now another penalty on the play as this one comes to an end. They'll go right back on it. 6:09 to go here in the first. No score. Face off right side of the Colt net. One back to Hamara. Centers to Rebello. Winds it, shoots, big save, they score! Another power play goal allowed by the Colts this season, already their third. And it's the Bulldogs who get on the board first. Lawson Shirk rewarded on the power play. Putting it to the net, the rebound in front, they clean it up and take the lead early here. Face off back to center. One back by Vida. Marnell sends it in on his backhand. Chased around by the Colts. Vida lost that. Sobolev, he'll carry through the middle. Now Rebello. Here comes Rebello. Here come the Bulldogs. Rebello to the net. Fed in front to Shirk. He's stopped by Shabbat. Looking for his second of the game. It's sent out and down the ice. And Fernand will beat out the icing call. Taken down, but gets right back to it. Great play by the Colts. And now Marnell, he'll send it in. Banked off the boards and in. That ricocheted to the net. Here's Sobolev. to Rebello. Through center come the Bulldogs. Rebello moves in, has a man going to the net. It's Shirk again, and he's stopped by the chest of Shabbat. Got his own rebound, kicked out by Shabbat. Looking for a third chance. He does have it, and it's stopped again. Cleared out by the Colts. And will this be icing? No, they're not going to let that go. Sobolev to Hamara, and that ends the first. It's 1-0 Brantford after one here tonight from Cornwall. Shots are goal in the game are 9-5 for the Bulldogs. It's 1-0 Bulldogs after one. Hits are 5-2 Brantford. Faceoffs 5-1 Brantford. They're 1 for 2 on the power play. Cornwall hasn't had one. Welcome into period 2 from Meany Lumley Arena. It is the Colts and the Brantford Bulldogs in their first of 2 meetings this season. We're on one back. Marnell to Lazon. He'll send it in. Round the boards it goes. Here's Fernand Olivier Perron. Stopped by Droback on the backhand attempt. Amara with it now. Playing it along is Bendelis. High stick someone, and a penalty coming to Cornwall. Here's the chance, and touched up by the Colts. Back to the power play goes Brantford. Face off here, left side of the Cornwall net. And it's one back, picked up by Hamara. Shooting, easily gloved by Shabbat, but turned over. Got that back, Marnell tries to clear, it's not out. Rebello, stopped by Shabbat, it just trickled behind him. Good job saving a goal by McDonald in front, and they still have it. Finally, Shabbat gets it to Marnell, and they do clear. Just over a minute to go on the power play. Vita on it alone. He shoots. He's stopped by, drove back. Playing that in front to Marnell. Dish that off to Pearson. He couldn't get a shot away. Rebello to Shirk. Here come the Bulldogs. Vita trying to get back. There's the opportunity, and Shabbat got a glove on it. Here's Wazan. He'll feed it through center and into the Brantford zone. And another penalty coming. And it's going to the Colts. As Lazon touches it up, 5-on-3 for 4 seconds here. You can hear the booing here in Cornwall. Here's the face-off. One back, Sobolev. Centers that. It's Hamara stopped by Shabbat. Big save by the Cornwall netminders. It's sent out to center. And here's Sobolev. Findelis had some words. Here's Sobolev whining for a shot. He'll get it. And Shabbat made the save again. Loose trying to find it is Shabbat. He has it somewhere, and now Pike gets it out. Just over a minute to go on the power play. O'Brien back in. Here he comes. He shoots it right on. Kicked out by Shabbat. It's been all Bulldogs in this one. And here's an opportunity. Out front. Kicked out. And cleared. Yes, just out. Sobolev back to it. Fernand Olivier Perron challenges the point, and another penalty is coming. And it's going to the Colts again. It'll be a 5-on-3 for 20 seconds as Fernand Olivier Perron heads off for hooking. So the face-off will come to the left side of the Colts net here. Here's the face-off. 1 for 3 tonight, 9 shots on the power play. Hamara make that 10. And Lazon gets to it, but not out. Marnell has to defend. In behind, pass out front. Stopped again. Another chance. They missed a wide open net. And the Colts clear. And the fans applaud. Yeah, wow. What a play by Cornwall to clear it out of harm's way. It looked like a for sure 2-0 lead. Here's Bajold going to the net. He's stopped again by Shabbat. It's been all Bulldogs. Here's Samara. Down low, he has a feed, and that finds Rebello. There's the shot. It glances wide, and the Colts will chase it back down the ice as we're almost halfway. 1-0 Brantford. Robitaille back to the point. That does come out to Labom. He'll send it right back in. Power play running down. That'll do it. Here's Sobolev. Playing it along. Sobolev in over the line. Left side to the attack. Centers. Rebello kicked out. Rebound. Stopped by Shabbat. The Cornwall netminder has been standing on his head tonight for this club. Sent in deep. Ursoni. Around the boards, here's LeBlanc. Moran. In and over the line. He'll drop it off. Here's a shot. Walkered away by Drovak. Moran in front. Beliveau. Penalty coming to the Bulldogs. Colts will get their second power play of the season. They're 0 for 1. I believe they had one. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 as a slash on the play. So Cornwall will have a full 2-minute 5-on-3 down by 1. This is their chance to get something going. Cross-check in the corner and then a slash on the play seconds later. 2 penalties on the same play. This power play was amazing last year. It has to be here. 5-on-3. Here's Vita. Centers it in front, and it rolled to Drovak where he'll just cover that easily. Well, it's all about defending this lead now if you're the Brantford Bulldogs. Face off to the right side of the net. Colts on a 5-on-3 power play. They win the face-off. Fernand shoots. Stop. Rebound doesn't go. Third chance. It's in behind the goal. Props is there. He'll clear, and it does. Get out and down the ice. Vindelis back to collect. Colts trying to get something started. Pike, that pass off the boards too far. Was on battles for it. Didn't win that. And Protz will do a good job of clearing it again. Vindelis, 52 seconds left on this 5-on-3. Hayden Pike, good defense by the Bulldogs and a short-handed chance. They're knocked off the puck. 5-on-3 here, not looking good for the Colts. Here's Protz to Roberts, shot right on. That's handled. And that'll do it for the 5-on-3. Cornwall, it evaporates. They had one good look, and that was it. Here's Fernand again. Shooting it. Tipped, and Drovak has the answer as he holds off. 5 to go in the period. It's Brantford 1, Cornwall nothing. Face off to the right side of the net here. One back by the Bulldogs. Here's Hamara with it. He'll look to get it ahead to Testa. He did. Here's Testa. Moves in, and Vindelis had some words. Now Sobolev stopped. Rebound doesn't go, but they score on the third chance after Shabbat laid down and made a fantastic stop on the second rebound. But they're standing around, and the Bulldogs find a way to clean it up after Cornwall unable to convert on a 5-on-3 power play. Special teams doesn't look as hot as it did last year. Sent around. Here's Walker. Lost it to Sobolev. And 2.5 to go in this period. It's 2-0 Brantford. In over the line. That shot doesn't get to the goal. Vindelis to Lamb. He'll send it into the Brantford zone. Round the boards it goes. It's Walker. Shooting it. Stopped by Drovak. Just over a minute to go in this period. 2-0 Bulldogs. Well, we know the Brantford Bulldogs are a good team, and they're showing it again here tonight. To this Cornwall lineup that's coming off a big win against the London Knights in a shootout. Draw one here is Sobolev, and he turned that over. Sent ahead to Testa. Testa in over the Cornwall line. Now to the goal he goes. Testa's blocked. And Vindelis is there for the Colts. He'll just get it out and down the ice, and that'll do it for the second. 2-0 after 2 here tonight from Cornwall. The Colts blank through 40 minutes so far of a 60-minute game. Shots a goal in the hockey game, 24-14 Brantford. They lead 2-0 after 2. Hits are 8-5 Bulldogs. Faceoffs 11-4. 1 for 5 on the power play. Colts 0 for 2. We head to the third. It's 2-0 Brantford. Welcome into period 3. Here tonight from E.D. Lumley Arena, the Colts fans have had nothing to cheer about so far as their team is not even on the board yet. Here's Bajol, turning that over to Vindelis. He'll center off to Fernand Olivier Perron, and this third period officially is underway. Sent in, here's Vita. Vita to the net, shooting. Blocker stop made by Drovak, no test there. Has it again though, what a chance. It doesn't go. In the corner, it's picked up by Bajol. Has Hamara. Sent ahead to Rebello. Turning it over to Vita. Now Vindelis off to Vita. Knocked off the puck. There was some interference there, and he responds. And is that going to get a look? It goes in behind the nets. Penalty coming. It's going to Brantford. Cornwall will go to their third power play. They're 0 for 2. They have to come through here. Too much passing on that first power play and just not covering the point where you need to create those chances. Here's Logan off the draw. That was blocked. Beliveau to the point, and nobody was there. Chabot out of his net to play it. That pass up ahead to Robitaille. Sent in but turned over again. And the Colts again failed to get set up. Marnell sends it in. Sticked away by the netminder. Now Frazier to the goal. Backhander stop. Rebound doesn't go. Oh, what a stop by Droback. And it's sent out and down the ice. 50 seconds left on this power play. Here's Robitaille to Frazier. To the middle of the ice. Bradley Frazier drops that back. Here's Robitaille. Stopped by Droback. Playing that down in front, it's Protz. And that'll do it for this power play. Cornwall falling to 0-3 on the night. Here's Lamb. He has Beliveau. Out of the box comes the Brantford attacker as it's sent in and now behind the goal. Robitaille to it. Lost it behind the goal to Protz. Protz looks ahead. He has Vanacker. This Cornwall team trying to get something started. They've been slow to the puck all night. Not creating chances. Now Beliveau. In front, center that off to Frazier, but another giveaway, and now a penalty the other way. Brantford back to the power play. They're 1 for 5 on the night. As Jack Marnell heads off 2 minutes for tripping, it'll be the 6th power play of the game to the Bulldogs. 10:47 to go, 2-0. Face off here. One back by Brantford. Amara to Shirk. Blocked. He scores. Got his own rebound. It's his second power play goal of the night. And the Brantford Bulldogs extend the lead. It's 3-0. Just over half a period to go, but not a lot of time at all. Down by 3. And the boos raining down here from Cornwall. This is not the scene that they wanted to see, the fans here tonight. Sobolev stops, and the rebound was there for the taking, but the Colts clean it up. Beliveau sends it in. Around it goes. It's picked up by Sobolev. Pinned by Moran, but they still find a way to get that puck. Shirk back to Bejoled to the middle of the ice. Cornwall trying to attack. And it's sent in deep. Logan. Colts have it here. Here's Beliveau. 7.5 to go here, third period. There's the pass to LeBomb, and he's stopped by Droback. 6:48 to go. 3-0 Brantford. Here's the draw left side of the Brantford net here. One back by Vita. Logan had a lane but turned it over again. McDonald to Fernand Olivier Perron. He will speed through center. Can't get a shot to the net. Sobolev taken down. Another penalty going to Cornwall. 5:12 to go. Tripping the call. 3-0 Brantford. They're 2 for 6 on the power play tonight. Draw one back to the point. Sobolev. Off to Hamara. Wide open. Sobolev. He's stopped by Chabot. Vindelis off to Caden Pike. Short-handed. Here come the Colts. It's Pike. He's in. He scores. Caden Pike. And the Colts find themselves on the board with a short-handed goal. So a short-handed goal to get Cornwall on the board with 4:42 still to play here in this third period. At least something to cheer about for this Cornwall crowd. Here's Protz ahead to Lavoie. He'll bring it in over the line. He has Vanacker going to the net, sticked away by Chabot. And now here come the Colts again. Marnell to the attack. He'll try. Marnell winds. He shoots. He stopped. They score! Colby was on. They go back-to-back, and somehow it's a one-goal lead. So the Colts back within one. The goal scored by Colby Lazon. Back-to-back shorties, 1-goal game. Pass finds Lazon. The Colts are in now, and they're pressuring as it's turned over to Moore. Out to center, now Arsoni with it. 35 seconds left on this power play. Arsoni to the front, it just missed. And now Pearson in the corner, trying to dig it out of there. Colts do. Vanacker gave that away. Here's Protz. Through center, 3 to play. It's 3-2 Bulldogs. Arsoni off to Pearson. His pass to Fernand Olivier Perron. In, shoots, stopped by Droback. 2 to go. Pike back, plays it in front. There's the pass. Swing and a miss right in front of the goal. Minute 33 to go. 3-2 Bradford. Face off here, right side of the goal. And the Colts will put everything to the net now as it's a 1-goal contest. Here's Protz winning the face-off, a much-needed draw. And now ahead come the Bulldogs. Last minute of play here in this third period. We're within the final 30 seconds. Here's Robitaille sending it in. Chasing it down is Frazier. And Bradley Frazier tried to win that race but did not. Now Vanacker. 15 seconds to go. Here's the pass for Caden Pike. Pike moves in. Last chance. Shoots. He's stopped. And in the corner is Moore, and that should do it. As the Brantford Bulldogs had a little bit of a scare late in this game, but they find a way to hold on against Cornwall tonight. 3-2. Handing the Colts their first loss of the season. Their record now on the year, 1-1. Well, we saw a great comeback earlier by Toronto Wildhounds. Owen Sound attack had a 4-1 lead in that game, a 3-0 lead after one. The final was 5-4 Toronto in regulation. Hounds improved to 2-0, and the Colts dropped to 1-1 on the season. We hope to see you again tomorrow, as we'll be back for more. But thank you for joining us tonight. Your final score here from Meeting Lumley, the Brantford Bulldogs 3, the Cornwall Colts 2.